now from Girl Next Door, from Carolyn Gracie, who I'm sure you recognize from her many years here at QVC as a host. She now brings us her own brand of garden essentials. So everything you need, from like a garden apron to real live plants to things that just make you smile, like a whirligig. And how cool is this? So once the wind catches the propeller and it starts spinning, this scene comes to life. And you know, Carolyn could not bring us a whirligig with different critters without bringing us a squirrel. So a squirrel is one of our options. And then look that you have the little acorns going as well. Here's your squirrel choice. We also have a dog available for you. Take you on over to the dog with a butterfly and some flowers going on there as well. And they also will rotate for you too. So here's the dog. And then our final option is the cat. I love all of these. It's hard to pick a favorite. On clearance, so right now under $40, $13.33 a month on Easy Pay. Carolyn Gracie is joining us. And Carolyn, it's good to see you. I understand that this was inspired from a trip to a museum that like stuck in your head. And this is the coolest idea.
I'm just thinking, you could almost hear, "This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold 'em." Well, it's going around, since I know you like that song. Yes, my dad actually took us to a lot of fun trips when we were kids, and one time we actually ended up at a like an antique mechanical toy museum. I think it had something to do with the Ringling Brothers Circus, but it stuck in my head, and ever since I've loved old-fashioned toys. I actually have a collection of them, so that's what inspired these. But we actually had something similar to this on QVC years and years ago, and it was very popular. And then it went away. I have no idea why, and so I decided to bring it back. So you guys, it's just simple, it's fun, it's whimsical, it's kind of vintage inspired. It gives you that nostalgic look in your garden or your patio. You can put these in a flower pot, in your mulch bed. You can put them in just in the garden, any place. They have a 3-piece stake. So if you wanted to make them shorter, you could just take the middle part out. That's kind of, I don't know if you can see what I did back here, but I took the middle part out of these two because they're in a higher, like in this urn. So you can make them short enough to fit in a flower pot. But the doggy is kind of inspired by my sister's golden retriever, whose name is Cappy, and he's chasing butterflies. Very, very cute. Love little Cappy there. And then, of course, our squirrel is Nutsy, as you mentioned. And then the kitty cat, which has been very popular, she is chasing her dragonflies. And I think we have a lot of cat people who are gardeners this year, because a lot of the cat choice things that I brought in have been purchased more frequently, I think, than the others. So, but I'm going to take this off the top and come back over here and show you maybe more of a little detailed shot here. So these are all powder-coated metal. When you get this out of the box, the propeller is going to be separate from the rest of this piece. They're all wrapped up really, really well. The propeller then goes on with 2 little nuts, and there's a nut right in the front. You can see where you're pointing, and then there's one behind it. And you need to make sure that they're really tight up against either side of the propeller, because that's what makes the little animation work. If you don't have them tight, it won't spin it. So if you're having an issue with that, make sure those little nuts are tight enough. And also, when you get it, Vanessa, there's going to be a little extra one. See the one that's dangling right above your hand on that little string? That is an extra one in case you lose one. So you don't need to leave that on there, but if you take it off, just put it in a place where you'll remember where it is in case it starts spinning really hard and the nut flies off the front of it or something and you need to use a spare. Because this will go pretty fast, and depending on the wind. And also, the whole mechanism will spin around on the pole. So it'll do a 360 while the propeller is spinning the little scene. So there's all kinds of movement. It's really, really fun. I've got a couple of these out in we had a new garden pathway area built. See, this is what I'm talking about. It spins this way.
I mean, that's the thing. You just want things that make you happy, that make you smile in your outdoor space. This is how you do it. And by the way, if you're shopping right now, you do it with a clearance price and an easy pay of $13.33 a month. So you just choose whether you like the cat, is it the dog? I mean, it's hard to make a choice here. Or is it the world famous Nutsy, which, Carolyn, I'm hoping that Gary Gobin has one of these, and if he doesn't, I might just buy it for Gary Gobin.
That's I can guarantee everyone who's a Denim & Co. fan from back in the day that Gary has every squirrel thing in my collection in his garden, from the flower pot to the whirligig and everything in between. So, yeah, because Gary inspired a lot of that. But anyway, it's just fun and whimsical, and also a great gift for people who love animals and pets. I think the squirrel pieces like this one that I've done are really great transitioning into fall decor. I know we're already starting Christmas in July, so fall's going to be coming up in the next couple of months, and it's sometimes difficult to find things other than mums and pumpkins. So I really like the idea of a little squirrel with a nut. So he's kind of year-round. But again, you don't have to do anything to these as far as they're outdoor safe. They are powder-coated metal. I always tell people if you want to go to Home Depot and get a can of that spray, that clear spray protectant to put on your outdoor decor just to be safe, I do that. That's in case I forget to bring it in over the winter. But, these guys are fine. You don't have to do anything to them. I love the colors we chose. The kitty cat with the green, and then, of course, the bronze with the squirrel, and the doggy with the bright blue, and then, all the little colors we've done in the flowers and acorns and leaves and things. I just think it's really fun. And again, customizable, because you can make the pole shorter if you want it to go in a flower pot, or if you want it to stand up behind your taller plants, you can put all three pieces of the pole together in the ground.
And it goes pretty tall. It goes up to 57 inches. So you do get a lot of height with this one as well. Yeah. Choose your favorite critter now. Maybe you're getting more than one. Here's the squirrel. We also have the dog with the butterflies and the flowers. It's been most popular tonight. And then our final option is the cat. M93995 is your item number. Carolyn, it was really nice to see you. Thanks for being here.
Vanessa. And I got to say, from one Pittsburgh fan to another, it's always great to work with you.
Yes.
So thanks so much, honey. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Carolyn.